Baby, tell me if you like it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by if you are new. So as you can see from the title, today we are talking about being feminine energy, and everything surrounding that. I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 things that I have incorporated into my lifestyle recently in order to become more feminine and tap into my feminine energy. So for a while, you guys have been hearing me talk about subtle changes that I've had, just as far as my spirituality, some of my ways of living and things like that. And tapping into my feminine energy has been a major role lately, alongside with affirmations and manifestation and all of that good stuff. I feel like they go hand in hand in order to kind of ground yourself and bring yourself back to your inner self, your higher consciousness. So I wanted to share with you guys a few things that I've done. I've been seeing a few of these videos go around, and I really think it's such a beautiful thing, especially in the Black community, to hear a lot of Black women talk about being more feminine and tapping into their feminine energy, because it really is important, guys. And if you're seeing these videos come up on your timeline, make sure you click them, you check them out, you have an open mind, and you do more research on it on your own. You look it up online, because when I tell you it's something that really changes everything around you, not just yourself, it really does. And so if you implement just a few of these things, I know for a fact that you will see a change, not only in yourself, but in your whole, like, everything around you, your whole life, basically. So first, before I get into the 5 tips, I want to kind of share with you guys the importance of tapping into your divine feminine energy that goes hand in hand with manifestation and affirmation. So basically, as humans, right, we all have an inner self, our inner being, and a higher consciousness, and we are all born with that. We are all born in a way that we are designed to be from the start. So we already have our qualities, things that really make us who we are. And so as life goes on and certain situations happen to us, we meet certain people, we start to become broken down, and we start to become further and further away from who we were originally designed to be. As we go through things, we get broken down, and we get further away from our inner being, our inner self. And then those traits that we are born with, the certain confident traits that we have, we tuck them away and we become different people. And so in order to kind of bring yourself back to that, bring yourself grounded, capitalize on the maximum amount of joy and happiness and love that you can have in this world, you have to do little exercises to bring you back and to ground yourself. And so that's why I said I feel like manifestation and affirmations, and then also tapping into my feminine energy, have all gone hand in hand with keeping me grounded and bringing me back to my inner self. And so certain qualities that I didn't even realize that I had, or I never thought that I possessed, are now surfacing, and they're coming to light, and I'm starting to realize who I really am, and being confident and basking in that. So that's why it's really important to kind of take a look at things around you, how your life is going, and once you evaluate those certain things, you'll be able to kind of pull yourself in, realize the areas that you need to work on, and start strengthening and grounding yourself and centering yourself. So the first thing I've definitely incorporated is having more eye contact. Smiling with my eyes, having direct eye contact. And I know this might sound like, what does that have to do with it? But honestly, it is something that I feel like a lot of people, especially if you are struggling with your self-confidence, with your self-worth, that you don't even notice that you don't have good, strong eye contact, and you don't maintain long eye contact with people. And it was something that I struggled with for a really long time. I was not able to maintain eye contact, and now I feel like I have it so well that it just comes so easy and so natural to me. And it's something that is very feminine, very soft. It also demands attention. It's a slight bit of that masculine energy, but not so much. It's more on the feminine side where it's a lot softer. You're smiling with your eyes, you're looking really inviting, and that's the kind of vibe you want to give off. That's what you want to give off to people, yourself, the universe, that you are inviting, you're welcoming, you're receiving. You want to always be in that energy, and maintaining eye contact with people but looking pleasant at the same time goes a long way, and it makes you look more feminine. It makes you look more approachable. So number 2 is meditation and self-care. So I put that in here because I feel like this has also helped me tap into my feminine energy a lot, whereas though not just external things like your appearance or your clothes or smiling or stuff like that. Yes, those things make you more feminine, but when you really work within first, then it will start to exude on the outside on its own. So I definitely make sure I take time for self-care. I meditate, I ground outside. Grounding is when you are absorbing the rays and the energy from the earth, so you're outside barefoot. I have a quiet time where I'm meditating. I have affirmation time where I'm giving myself affirmations of self-love, wealth, receiving from the universe, giving gratitude. There's also times where I have like dance parties and I allow myself to express how I'm feeling and be free and bask in my energy at that time. I don't limit myself when it comes to my self-care. So I really feel like that is a big part of being feminine, because you get in touch with yourself in ways that you can't just with external things. So you also have to just make sure it's not just about bubble baths and face masks and stuff like that. Yes, that is very important, and you guys have seen my skin change a lot, and that's because I have made it a priority to take care of my skin, to give myself time for self-care. Once you start making certain things a priority, then things will start to change around you. And I probably would, if you asked me years ago, I would have said, yes, I take care of my skin. I make it a priority. But the results weren't there, obviously, just like the results weren't there in certain aspects of my life. So if you aren't seeing results in certain things, it's because you really aren't making it a priority. And self-care should definitely be a top priority, not just for strengthening your divine feminine energies, but just as an overall to keep you grounded and bring you back to center. Number 3, and I think this is probably the biggest one and what I see in a lot of videos talking about being feminine, and that is your appearance. So that goes with makeup, hair, clothes, accessories, jewelry. All of these things play a big role, because obviously that is the first thing that people see. They don't see your personality first off. They see your appearance. To me, I feel like 3 things. Number 1, your makeup, right? So I have gone on this no foundation journey now, and I'm really excited about that I'm able to not wear foundation. That is a personal goal of mine, and I feel really, really accomplished. But I also feel like showing my bare skin has made me feel more feminine and more in touch with myself. So I have changed up my makeup style. If you guys have been here a while, then you know I never really did anything with my eyes like that. So I've made my eyes a little darker, a little sultry, which I love. I don't have on any foundation right now. I do have on a little bit of blush, some fake freckles, and then my lips. I love my lips, so I make sure that I highlight those. When it comes to makeup, I feel like you should enhance your natural features that make you feel beautiful, because that's going to in turn just make you feel more feminine, more sexy, more endearing, and give you that confidence that you need. As far as like overcompensating, I don't feel like it's necessary, but in this column I'm not going to get into too many specifics, because I really want you guys to just explore your own options and see what really makes you feel the most feminine. So if maybe maybe doing eyelashes makes you feel feminine, do that. If doing something with your lips makes you feel more feminine, do that. I don't want to limit you guys and just say, hey, just cut and dry, this is what being feminine is. That it's all tailored to your own self. These are just kind of like the guidelines. So for me, scaling back on the face makeup and really accentuating my eyes is what I've been loving lately. So that is what I go to that make me feel more feminine. Number two, I would say with your clothing. So number one, dresses, guys. Dresses, dresses, dresses. I have fell in love with dresses, and if you guys have seen a lot of my recent hauls, I've got a lot of dresses, and over the years I would not be caught in a dress. It doesn't make me less feminine, but it enhances it in a really big way. So I would say incorporate a few dresses into your wardrobe if you have not. But if you are still more on the pants or side of things, go for more feminine fabrics. So silks, satins, really light, airy materials, linens, stuff like that, where it kind of just flows with you and really nicely tailored to your body. So you don't have to go see a tailor or anything like that, but just make sure you are getting clothes that can easily be like pressed out or ironed or steamed. Definitely fit you in a nice way, whatever body shape that you have, and accentuate that without looking overly sexy. So you can do, you know, a silk blouse and some nice trousers and look very feminine versus somebody who has on a dress. That's the easier way to look feminine, but there are still ways to do it. So like I said, I don't want to limit you guys too much on that. I just want to give you the guidelines. And honestly, with changing up a little bit of things in your clothing, wearing ruffles, wearing red, wearing prints, those things will definitely exude femininity. And then last but not least, I want to say, well, no, two things. Jewelry. So I've been going with a lot of daintier pieces, dainty earrings, dainty necklaces, layering necklaces. Those things I feel like just give you a more feminine touch to your outfit. So try to incorporate a few like dainty, like 3 or 4, you know, little cute dainty necklaces, really nice earrings, stuff like that. Accessories can definitely help enhance your outfit in so many ways, number one, but it definitely does give you a more feminine touch. And then the last thing, hairstyles. So for me, I know you guys have been seeing these twists a lot, and one of the reasons why you guys see them so often is because it makes me feel so feminine and so pretty and so dainty and so girly. Not that my curls don't give me that effect. My curls give me like, they give me boss, they give me like confidence, they give me like that side of it. But I really have been going back to the twists, number one, because they're easy. Number two, because they are growing my hair super fast. But number three, because when I put these twists in my hair, it gives me this overall aura and this overall feeling that I love and I enjoy. And so anything that is helping me in just a little bit to boost my feminine like feeling even more, I stick with it. So whichever hairstyle you guys feel the most feminine in, you feel so beautiful in, stick with it. Hopefully it's an easy one so it doesn't put too much stress on you, but that is like my number one tip. So number 4 is getting in tune with your sexual energy. So this also goes hand in hand with your feminine energy as well, and being more feminine. So what I mean by your sexual energy is how your sex appeal, basically. And it's something that I feel like either a lot of women hit it right on the nose, or some women just are all over the place and don't really understand what it means. So there's a fine line between giving off the right amount of sex appeal and then just being overly sexy, too over the top. And so what I've been doing to kind of sharpen that, and this goes along with the eye contact as well, I've noticed when I maintain a good amount of eye contact in a certain way, it just gives off a really subtle hint of sex appeal. And that's what we want to do when we are basking in our feminine energy. It just wants to be little subtle things. And the main thing that I have done, and I'll make a separate video on 5 ways that you can strengthen your sex appeal. I really feel like I could go off in that topic as well, but I'm going to give you guys one tip today, which is adoring yourself. So if you don't adore yourself, I feel like you really need to. You need to take time in the mornings, at night, whenever you have the time to do it, and go in the bathroom, go in the mirror, and adore yourself. Look at your face, look at your facial features, look at your body, your hair, everything. Like, when you adore yourself, that self-love just like knocks up even more. And when you are really truly in love with yourself, it's going to show in all of these attributes that you have about yourself. Whether you can be sexy, you can be endearing, you can be mysterious, you can be captivating. All of these things tie into being a feminine woman. Think about Rihanna, Scarlett Johansson, think about Angelina Jolie, think about Beyonce. All of these women give off this good deal of sex appeal without having to be so overly sexy. And you've done it well when you don't have to dress in a certain way, when you don't have to do certain things with your appearance, and you still just captivate the room. And that's what you want to do as a feminine. You want to walk in the room and captivate everyone that's there. What also ties into your sexual energy is your posture, your body language, the way you walk, the way you talk. All of those things can be tweaked and changed when you are being aware of your sexual energy. So I know now the certain ways that I sit, the certain ways that I stand, the certain ways that I walk, all of those things tie into your sex appeal, your sexual energy, and again, really bring you a lot closer and more in tune with your feminine energy and your feminine side. So even though I know I didn't go into too much detail on that, like I said, I'm going to make a separate video. So if you guys would like to see that, just make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you are liking this video thus far and the content that I'm bringing to you in this video. So the last one, and I feel like this is the most important one, alongside, like I said, with the external, there are a lot of inner things that you have to do to get in touch with your feminine side. So I know in certain other videos about being more feminine, you guys will see a lot of it being tailored to your appearance, but I don't think that's where it starts. It starts on the inside. And so that's why this last tip is the most important in my opinion, and it is to drop the alpha masculine attitude. Once you do that, a lot of things will start to come more natural. You have to be in a receiving feminine energy at all times. I know it's hard, but when you start to put out into the universe that you are willing to receive, you are open to receive, whether that is finances, love, friendship, companionship, business, anything that you want to receive, you need to make sure that you are always in that energy and not having so much of your masculine and alpha energy in the forefront, because that blocks a lot of things. And guys, it is not feminine at all. I know, especially in the black community, that being a strong black woman and this and that, and nobody's saying that you have to be a damsel in distress. No one's saying that you can't be a boss. No one's saying that you can't do those things. A lot of the women that I just named a few seconds ago, they are boss women, but they are also ultra feminine women as well. There is a balance. You can be an alpha female and be ultra feminine. You don't have to be masculine. You don't have to just overly compensate, because when you don't receive and when you have those blockers up, it's just not approachable. It's not approachable. Nobody wants to work with you. Nobody wants to meet you. And that may not be who you really are. But when you have that at the forefront and you are giving off a certain aura, people pick up on those things and they don't even really want to get to know you as a person. So this whole video is about changing your aura so that it's more inviting. If anything, if you get anything from this video, it's that you need to make sure your aura is inviting and willing to receive from anyone. It is okay to receive help. It's okay to receive compliments. You have to build up your receiving energy, and once you do that and you kind of drop your masculine energy as well as just that overly alpha aura, then a lot of things will start to change, and you will also feel more feminine, and it'll be a lot easier to do. I know for me that was probably one of the things I struggled with the most, because I am stubborn. I like to do things on my own a lot of times, not just in relationships but in business. I rarely have a lot of help. And so once I changed that part of myself, I noticed that I was feeling a lot more feminine, and then the people were treating me more feminine as well. So it came full circle. So like I said, hopefully if you get anything from this video, the number one thing to becoming more feminine is to be more approachable, more inviting, and to receive. And then once you guys apply those certain things, other little things like your appearance, your sexual energy, your smiling with your eyes, your eye contact, your body language, the way you walk, the way you talk, certain things like that will just automatically start to evolve on their own, because you'll start to feel different, and then you'll start to act different. And not different in a sense, because like I said, the whole goal is to bring you back to center, but you'll start to realize like these traits about yourself, and you'll be comfortable and confident in acting a certain way. I think that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys love this content. Hopefully you guys like my perspective. If you guys are in your feminine energy right now, and if you are a divine feminine, let me know down in the comments below. Also, if there was something that I didn't mention that you guys applied to being more feminine, leave a comment down below. I want to start some dialogue and get some people interested if this is their first time ever hearing about this. And yeah, like I said, I will be making more videos around this topic. So I have a video coming up on how to work on, well, 5 tips on working on your sex appeal, and then I have another video on how to manifest in the correct way and really make it work for you. So because I know that is really difficult for a lot of people, and I really want to help you guys get results and see changes in your life. So thank you again for watching. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.